Julius Novachrono, the Wizard King, one of the strongest characters in Black Clover. Today I'm going to be discussing 5 characters who I believe can kill this man. Now this is going to be one of the hardest lists just because he is so strong, the user of time magic, but I do believe that there are 5 people who can defeat him, and with the recent hype that he's been getting in the anime with his battle with Licht, I had to do a video discussing him. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, coming in at number 5 is Lumiere. Now, we know that Lumiere, he is the first Wizard King, and the reason why I have him up here is obviously because he is a Wizard King, but we do know that he uses light magic just like the leader of the Midnight Suns, and we see how much of a trouble it's giving Julius. So just imagine the first Wizard King, somebody who also uses light magic, fighting with him. It will be very similar to this fight, but we know that he also did defeat the devil, so I'm pretty sure he will be able to defeat Julius, the first Wizard King. I'm pretty sure he will be able to kill Julius. But coming in at number 4 is Yami. Now Yami, we know that this is a very spooky character because we know that he uses the dark dimension magic, which is basically dark magic, and that is the opposite of light magic, the only counter to it that we know of so far. And on top of that, we've seen that Julius, he was actually very interested in Yami's abilities. He wanted to see how they worked and everything, so I definitely do think that's a huge hint that Julius does respect Yami. But the fact that Julius does get beat by light magic and Yami has the counter to that, I do think that Yami, he will be able to defeat Julius. It will be a very high difficult battle, but with Yami being able to use ki and the fact that he was able to deliver the finishing blow to the devil, I think that that is a lot of evidence going to show you that Yami, he could defeat the man that did recruit him into the Magic Knights. Coming in at number 3 is William Vengeance, and the reason why I have William up here is because we know that Julius, he acknowledged his tree magic early on, and I'm talking about when he was a child. We saw that he wanted him to be a Magic Knight. Obviously William, he agreed, and he actually does want to become the Wizard King too. Yes, so at some point William, he will want to dethrone Julius to become the Wizard King. And speaking of Licht versus the Wizard King, what if William was the one who actually did fight Julius? Because we know that Licht and William, they do share the same body, but what if there was a scenario when William actually did fight using his own body, his own tree magic? I think that would be cool, and we know that he's on par with Yami in terms of power, if not stronger. In fact, he's looked at as the strongest knight, so I do think that if he would have just stayed there and fought the Wizard King instead of Licht, he would have had a pretty good chance at defeating him. It would have been very high difficult, but I do think that he might have had a chance at defeating him. Coming in at number 2 is Patoli, and this is aka the leader of the Midnight Suns. I don't want to get too deep into spoilers for anime onlys because as the dropping of this video, the episode didn't come out, but it's going to be coming out tomorrow, so make sure you guys are actually excited for that. But all I'm going to say is that the proof is in the puddings. Let's move on to number 1, which we have Licht. Now, I know if you guys are anime onlys and you're watching this, you're actually like, what do you mean Licht? Well, this is actually not the true body of Licht. Yes, that's a little spoiler. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but I do believe that the original body of Licht, he would be able to defeat the Wizard King Julius, just because we seen what type of magic he was able to do. In fact, he was on par with the Wizard King, the first Wizard King. So I do believe that there is a chance that he would be able to defeat Julius. But overall, who are the 5 characters that you guys think that can defeat Julius? I'm not gonna lie, this was a pretty hard list because Julius is overpowered. There's not too many people who can defeat him, but I do think that these 5 characters, they do have a chance in a one-on-one battle to kill Julius. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.